What's going on, everybody? I'm Primalliquid and welcome to my guide for Disgaea 7. Right now I'm going to show you the fastest way possible to master all class proficiencies on a character. And when I say fastest way possible, I mean every single one of these will be done in a single fight. Okay, that is how quick this is going to be. So let's talk about it, shall we? How do we actually do it? Well, first of all, okay, something that greatly helps with this method if you are in Land of Carnage. If you are not in Land of Carnage, you do not need to do this step, but it will still be helpful, is get 10 million stats from the juice bar. That is incredibly quick and easy to do, so I'm going to include that in this video. All you need to do is get it from the hospital gotcha system from the ultimate overlord level. Getting such high stats is incredibly easy. Now, with your 10 million stats, okay, when it comes to equipment, the only thing that really matters is, first of all, your character, okay? If you are using a human character, which this is absolutely the best way to do, you want to have either a sword or a fist. Now, either of those need to be at least level 50 for weapon mastery. If they are not level 50 for weapon mastery, then your weapon, okay, needs to have either sword technique 4 or fist technique 4. Okay, you need to have either of those skills for this method. Even if your character does not have it unlocked, like mine doesn't, the sword will give them the ability. Once they have the ability, you can then go to the skill shop and increase that skill level. Okay, so Rising Heavens is sword skill 4, and because we have that thanks to the weapon, we can increase that all the way up to level 9. The next step we're going to do is going to be getting enough SP. So obviously the skill costs 18 million SP to use. Now, I could get around that with gear, which you can also do, okay? However, I would suggest using items with class proficiency skills. So the heist is such class, and then you can also get class proficiency plus, class proficiency plus, and class proficiency, which gives 15, 10, and 5% respectively, and then such class is 25%. Each, if you have all 4 abilities on an item, there's an extra 55% class proficiency right there. Across 4 items, that would be 220% extra. However, I don't really have any perfect class proficiency items, and it would take way too long to actually create them, so it's not really worth doing. Just use any old glasses that you have with the skills on. Next, just use a little bit of movement items so you can actually make it to the actual mobs. When it comes to evil teas, however, obviously we don't have any classes mastered right now. I'm not sure why I have that unlocked. I don't have any mastered on this, but okay. Nice little bug in the game there. So right now, we can't throw anything in the unique evilty slot. When it comes to mastering job proficiency, first of all, we need to get extra stats and damage. So, Taste of Victory, which increases stats by 1% per times this stage has been cleared, maxing out at 100. This is going to double our stats pretty much. We have Ensure Victory. When attacking on first turn, you increase attack power by 50%. And finally, Mana Scarcity, which sets the mana gain to 30%, but it increases attack power by 50%. Then we have the actual class proficiency skills. So to start with, we only have 14 common evilty slots. As we start mastering classes, we will unlock more. However, with this simple setup right here, okay, we will be able to master all classes that require 64 EXP for the first level and 96 EXP for the first level. Upon doing all of these classes up to the ninja, okay, once we've mastered all of these, we will then have 18 common evilty slots, which will allow us to throw on the remaining class proficiency skills. So now we just need to get a little bit more SP on our character here. So I'm just going to... Oh, I don't actually have any SP in the juice bar. Well, okay, we're going to change this up a little because I'm going to have to use actual equipment for this, unfortunately. Kind of a shame, but it is what it is. So right now we've got 14 million SP, still not enough. So we're just going to lower the level of the skill by 1. It's not going to make any huge difference to me. then we just need to heal up to get our SP back. So, one more step to do, and that is the cheat shop. Okay, first of all, you want to have all of your available CP in class proficiency. Now, depending on when you are doing this, you are going to have a varied amount of CP available. You gain a bunch from doing the 15 Carnage Dimension stages. You also gain a bunch from defeating each ball stage as well. The maximum amount you can obtain in game is 1400%. When you first start doing this method, though, chances are you are going to be around 800 or 900%. Then you also want to use 2 stars on the enemy strength if you are in Land of Carnage. If you are in normal mode, go ahead and set this all the way up to 20 stars. Okay, however, because we are in Land of Carnage, we only need 2 stars for the mobs to hit the maximum level. Any more than that and we are just increasing the mob stats with no real gain. Now, even though my class proficiency is much higher than you would typically be at as soon as you get to post game, don't worry, it is still the exact same. You'll still be mastering one class every single fight. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go to the Carnage dimension. Even if you are using the normal dimension guide, it is the same stage, which is Marshal Gahara. I don't know why it's got DLC in front of the name. Neither of these stages are DLC, they are in the base game. And then we're going to go to the final trial. Now, if you are weak, if your character is too weak for this stage, you can also use some buffing characters, okay? Characters that just have abilities such as Lovely Song to increase your stats even more. However, I will not actually need them. So obviously right now we've just doubled our stats with Taste of Victory as soon as the unit comes out. So we're just going to move up and then we can use Rising Heavens. Now, as you can see, we do one-shot the mobs right there. If we didn't, however, you could also bring Suisun out and put it next to the unit. This would give you guaranteed accuracy and guaranteed critical hits when attacking. And likewise, you could also put the unit behind the mobs for even more damage as well. Now, when it comes to mastering classes, the first one you want to do is the Valkyrie. Okay, this is really, really important. Master Valkyrie first, because once that masters, you will unlock its unique ability, Assault Attack. Assault Attack will give you an extra 100% damage pretty much in that stage, because it increases your damage dealt by 10% for every single panel that you move, and there is about 10 panels between us and the mob. So all we're going to do now is we are just going to keep repeating the same stage over and over and over again. However, each time we load into the stage, okay, we are going to change the class. So we just mastered that class right there, and what I'm also going to do to make this go a little easier is I'm going to disable these 3 skills as well. This way, that's the only skill in the menu. And now we're just going to go through the list, mastering the classes one at a time. As you can see, it only takes a few seconds per class. Believe it or not, the longest part of this method is waiting for the loading screen. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to do a 96 EXP class as well to show you that we can one-shot that. Now, I am missing about 300% class proficiency from the evil teas. However, because I have more in the cheat shop, I'm also going to show you that we can also master one of the 128. Now, obviously my CP is higher, however, I do not have all of my evil teas equipped, so it will be about normal for that. Okay, didn't quite master it because we are still missing a little bit, but that's fine. Once you actually master all the 64 and 96 EXP classes, you will be able to equip all of your remaining class proficiency evil teas. But even with that, we got really close to actually mastering that one as well. And there we have it, guys. That is how you master all class proficiencies as quickly as possible. If you are doing this with a unique monster unit, then simply use a 3x3 spell such as Terra Star or Terra Fire. Anyway, guys, I do hope you have enjoyed this video, and I hope it's helped. If it has, then please be sure to smash that like button and drop a comment down below, as it greatly helps the channel out. Also, if you want to see even more guides for Disgaea 7, then feel free to check the Disgaea 7 playlist down below in the description. And of course, if you have any questions that I've not answered in any of my videos, then be sure to join the Discord server as well, where you can easily reach out to me in the chat lobby there. As always though, everybody, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.